38. Let's go with number 38. Now, this is Georgia House Speaker David Ralston. And Georgia House Speaker David Ralston is from the 7th District of Georgia, right here where I'm coming from. And what is interesting is within Republican circles, okay, everywhere you go, the whispers. Now, I'm going to say to you out loud here because I am in the 7th District. So everywhere I go, people seem to think that I might know something about what the Speaker plans to do, okay? And what is up with Speaker Ralston. Now, everywhere I go in Republican circles, Ralston's going to be a Supreme Court judge. Did you know that Deal's going to give Ralston a seat on the Supreme Court? Did you know? Oh, no. Everybody knows it. Everybody under the Gold Dome. Everybody talks. Okay? So one day, and I've never said this on the show because I'm going to tell you something. One day I went to the Speaker, and this is during the last session. Okay? During the last session, I asked the Speaker when I went to Atlanta direct, Mr. Speaker, I want to ask you something now, and I'll never ask you again. Okay? All of the smoke is that Governor Nathan Deal is going to appoint you to one of the vacant Supreme Court seats, and he said no. I don't want to be a judge. I want to serve the 7th District. Now, I don't know, I'm not implying anything. I don't know anything else. But he said, no, I don't want to be a judge. I said, okay. Now, he has gotten frustrated. I'll use that lightly because several other people have asked that question. I was at a Tea Party meeting in Fannin County 2 months ago, 3 months ago, Republican Party meeting or Tea Party. Might have been Republican Party meeting. And in Fannin County, and Speaker Ralston was the speaker, spoke that night to the group, and somebody stood up and said, I understand you're going to be a judge. Deal's going to appoint you a judge. And he looked right there at Fannin County, room full of people, and said, I do not want to be a judge. I'm very happy being the representative here at Fannin County. So that being said, that rumor is gone, okay? Gone. David Ralston will not be a Supreme Court judge. Now, many of you have your kind words to say about it on Facebook. I say that facetiously, but he will not be a Supreme Court justice. According to many, that rumor is over, okay? There you go. So Speaker Ralston will not. Now, the interesting thing is I think you all know, okay, here is Judge, let's go to number 36, okay? Here is Supreme Court Justice number 36, Harris Hines, okay? He is Harris Hines, I think down there in Marietta. I like the Supreme Court Justice Hines. I've met him a couple times, one time at a dinner, and one time up here when the Supreme Court came to Gilmer County and had a day of hearings up here in Gilmer County Courthouse. Met Mr. Hines, Supreme Court Justice Hines, twice. He retired. This is the last spot that the rumor mill flying, okay? His seat went to number 35. If you can put that up, number 35. This is Charlie Bethel from Dalton. Now, before we go any further, let me make sure I'm very clear, okay? I have concerns, but now Charlie Bethel personally and what he will do on the bench and things like that and what he has done as a state senator, I'm not taking him to task personally, okay? But do I think he should be a Supreme Court justice? No. Not now. Not yet, okay? I don't know what Charlie Bethel has done that caught the eye of Governor Nathan Deal. But I tell you what, something caught the eye because there's a lot of judges around the state that have cases. Now, you take Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh, all right? I don't know that we shouldn't have committee hearings on the nominees, period. I think the state of Georgia should change it to where we have a judicial committee hearings that we ask these nominees some questions. They don't just get the green light and Nathan Deal sign the ticket and they go to the Supreme Court. Because I'm going to tell you what, there are judges in the state of Georgia, all over the state, all 159 counties, appeals court judges, superior court judges. There's judges with hundreds of cases, okay, case law to look at. We can look at decisions after decisions. So I don't think the governor of the state of Georgia, Nathan Deal, should be able to just say, you're my judge, boom. Okay, I think there should be a little bit of looking into. In filling another Supreme Court vacancy, Deal achieves milestone, okay? He has really affected this court. Governor Nathan Deal on Friday filled yet another vacancy on the Georgia Supreme Court, giving him the rare distinction of having appointed the majority of justices on the state's high court. Court of Appeals Judge Charlie Bethel, a former Republican state senator from Dalton and a Deal ally. Oh yeah, he's a Deal ally, all right. Will replace Harris Hines, who recently retired from the state Supreme Court. Deal also announced his replacement of House Majority Whip Christian Coomer. So put up Coomer's picture. It's the next one over. I forget the number. Right there in order there. Do you have that? I can give you the number if you need it. He's number 37. Okay, number 37, Christian Coomer from Cartersville, Georgia, representative from Cartersville, Georgia. I don't think he's ever been on the bench, but he goes straight. I mean, Deal, this is like Monopoly. Deal says, go to the Supreme Court, pass go, do not, collect the $200, move on. You got the job. Wait a minute. You're a state senator, okay? You do have a law degree. You're a state senator. You don't have years as a prosecutor. You don't have years of caseload to look at, law. You don't have years of decisions on the bench to review. You're a state senator. You did help me out in getting my agenda through. You were a big help to me. So I think you should be a judge. All right? Now, I'm not saying the guy can't be a judge. All right? I don't want yelled at. Okay? I'm just saying I don't like it the way that it went down. All right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make you appeals court judge, and then we're going to push you right along to Supreme Court of Georgia. And we're going to take this guy, Christian Coomer, throw him right up to appeals court. Now, we don't want him running. We don't want this guy. This is a thank you. Thank you very much. We don't want this guy running against the Superior Court judge. Well, we don't want him to start here at Superior Court. No. Because he would have to run against the sitting judge and all this. We're just going to jump him up from magistrate superior right into appeals court. The second highest court of the land. We're going to bump Coomer right up there. And I don't know. I don't think there'll be a special election after November. Probably. I don't know the details. But that'll also cost that district, the 14th district, I think, in Cartersville, I think you will pay for a special election there. I'm not for sure how it works. We'll look into that. Now, let me go back to Charlie Bethel and why I sure hope that if he becomes governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp will not handle things this way. I sure hope this is the one thing he will not backslap Nathan Deal about, his ability to just pick a judge. Now keep in mind, Charlie Bethel's first day on the bench was January 1st, 2017. A little over a year and a half he spent on the appeals court. So Charlie Bethel was appointed by Nathan Deal, and his first day sitting on the appeals court bench was July 1st, 2017. Folks, it is 9/17/2018, last Friday, a little over a year and a half. This guy jumped right from, and keep in mind, Charlie Bethel, was appointed at the time that this district, he was the Senate District 54, okay? And he served from 2011 to 2016, okay? 2011, 2000. His judicial career, on November 9th, Bethel was appointed to be judge of the Georgia Court of Appeals by Nathan Deal. That's his judicial career. His career from here to here on the bench. 2016. Sorry about that. My apology. Didn't know that was still on. 2016, he was on the bench. Okay? November 9th, 2016 is the beginning of his judicial career. He is now a Supreme Court judge. I think, what is he, 41 years old? Okay? Supreme Court judge. We have no real judge case law decisions to look at. We have really nothing to review of his time on the bench. Thank you, Governor Nathan Deal. I'm your host, BKP. I just want to do one more, okay? I heard Congressman Doug Collins right on this show that he would support for Speaker of the House, and there's some reason the Republicans don't talk about it, but he would support as Speaker of the House the person that hold on just a minute. Let me see if this is the one I'm looking for. Put up number 24. This is McCarthy, okay? I told you the distancing. The economy is humming, but Trump is tweeting. Republicans are worried, from the New York Times. Oh, they're working it out. The economy is humming, but Trump is tweeting. Republicans are worried. Mr. McCarthy acknowledged House Republicans would suffer losses, but predicted they would keep a narrow majority as long as Mr. Trump's approval rating rebounded. Oh, we have to have a rebound. He even settled on a specific threshold, saying Mr. Trump's approval rating had to be above 43% to hold on to the House. Why would McCarthy even make those kind of comments to none other the New York Times? Why would he? I'm just telling you right now, Republicans, folks, they'll blame it on the President of the United States. It's not the President of the United States. Call your locals, call your senators, call Grassley's office, call all 11 senators on the judiciary. Tell them to bypass this woman testifying or something, or do something where Spartacus doesn't embarrass this guy's family. Let me look at my notes to see if there's anything I've left out that I want to get across today. Norm Eisen. Let's go to number 21. 21 is Norm Eisen, a Barack Obama reject there. Norm Eisen. Trump is not going to survive Manafort's testimony. Okay. I want to get up to, I don't have a picture for him, but I want to get up to the Kennedy. Now, Kennedy, the senator, take him down. Kennedy, the senator from Louisiana, has some great quotes. Intergalactic freak show about Kavanaugh's Supreme Court hearings that took place. Kennedy, senator from Louisiana, called it an intergalactic freak show. And he said the only thing missing was genitalia-shaped headgear. And they even came on there and tried to say Kavanaugh hated puppies. And he said Kavanaugh didn't get his law degree from Costco. And he said crazy never takes a vacation. And as far as Kamala Harris and Booker, he said they want to rewrite the Constitution every Thursday. And let's end with this. One picture here. I know I have it here. I want to get this picture up right here. Number 5. Let's go with number 5. John Kerry. John Kerry running his own shadow State Department, taking meetings with Iran, telling Iran to wait this president out. Don't worry about him. So we have Barack Obama running a shadow White House and government. We have John Kerry running a shadow State Department. And the only thing they can find is Paul Manafort in a meeting in Trump Tower. Folks, I'm your host, BKP. We're going to go. Don't go nowhere. It's about 4 or 5 minutes. Dave Garner's instant replay right here. Everything going on in North Georgia sports, from softball, football, whatever. Dave may throw a little college in, you don't know. But he will be here right after these messages. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Take us a break.